Hi, you guys. It's Yvonne. Good morning. Happy holidays. So, I am going to do today the eBay 101 for a lot of you that say, I would really like to start selling. I've been shopping and shopping and I'm not listing and selling. I would really like to start selling on eBay. So, I will add this to the queue of so many other people's videos that you can also use. At the end of this, I'll answer questions at the end. Hi. And we'll talk about like, what is it? What are your goals? What kind of stuff do you like to sell? And I'll try to match you up, okay, with people that I recommend. So first we're going to kind of do this my way, okay? It's going to be a little different. I don't have a master class. I don't have an ebook. I don't have, any kind of paid services like this, but I can tell you other people that do when we're done if you want to go that route. So this is going to be super casual. We're just going to actually do it the way I recommend to my friends and family that ask me, like, how do I start? Okay. So let's chat a little bit and see if other people want to come in. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is look at eBay with my little baby store. Hi, Kay. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Adventures of Kiss. We'll look at it that way. And I have several eBay topics bookmarked on my computer so that I don't always have to go find them when I, want to know something. And so that's what I suggest to you if you're new and you want to get started on eBay is I'll put links in the chat. And if you're on your computer, I suggest making you a folder and bookmarking them as well for future reference, because I will tell you something about eBay. eBay is since 1995 or 97, and it is an older platform, an older selling platform. And the website is kind of layered. Like, you used to be able to go hit classic view, and I think they took that away as they're upgrading. They've been doing a lot of upgradings and trying to simplify their information and help pages. So sometimes you'll see an older page, which is like, to some people, convoluted, but to me, that's where the real info is. And then the new pages are kind of like, hi, Jennifer. Hi, Junk Girl Patty. The new pages are kind of like a little bit more quick, and then there'll be another link to go get more information, trying to make it a little more simple and less intimidating for new sellers, to onboard themselves. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Butterfly Hustles. So I'll talk more about that in a little bit as we're going along. Okay, let me get stuff situated. Okay, so I'm going to do a split screen. And I want Chrome tab and share. Okay, so here we go. We're on a split screen now. Let me get this adjusted to where it looks a little easier. If you're on your phone, this might not be the best deal for you. All right, so I'm at hashtag deals. This is my smaller store. This does not have a store subscription, okay? So I chose this because when you first start out, maybe you don't have a store subscription. And there are a few things that you see when you do have a store subscription. You're not missing out on too much in that realm, so don't worry about that. So you start, if you don't have an eBay account at all because you've never even bought, of course, start by signing up, right? Link your financials. I want to tell you that eBay switched over to their own managed payment system. They've been doing a slow rollout. I think almost everybody's on it, but I'm not 100% certain. I saw someone that just got enrolled, a mandatory enrollment the other day. Previously, most of us would just link it to our PayPal account. Now there are some other options, but mainly eBay managed payments is handling it. So you'll give them some of your financials, okay? So don't be afraid of that. If you are, Here's a tip that I have done. I can check my banking online, right? So what I did is I made another account on my banking that is the one I use for PayPal, eBay, my Amazon merch account, other accounts where I get paid. It's a separate account and no one knows my real savings account number. I don't have to give that out, and not my checking account. And so when money comes, when I get my payouts from people, I simply go log in online, take that money out of that account very quickly, switch it down to the account that I want, either the other savings or if I need to spend it into my checking. Okay, so that's, if you're a little nervous about financials, that is one thing you can do. That also protects you if there's any kind of weird glitch where a company wants to take out, says you owe them something or tries to double charge you, and it's linked, you give them access to take their fees or whatever, subscription fees out of a certain account. Well, if it's in that account and you're always moving the money out into your main accounts, if they have a glitch or something like that, there's no money for them to go get, right? So that's a great tip to me. It just makes me feel a little more safeguarded. So you sign up, all your information, be legit, because, the goal is to make money. And yes, you're going to have to pay some taxes on that. So the goal is to be legit. So let's just look around a little bit, okay? Here's one of the pages that you'll see when you go to my eBay, my account. You'll see all this information. It's all right there. All of these things that you can click on to find the answers to the problems or task you're trying to perform, okay? Let me make sure this is showing up right. Yes, okay. I can't see chat right now. So if you've come in, hi, when this is done, I'm going to move over, drop this down. We'll move over and I'll answer any questions that anyone has. Okay. So let's just get through some of this very basic 101 to try to help you not to be afraid. So even if you don't have a store subscription, you can still, let me get to it. Selling. You will still get a seller hub. This is kind of new for the last, 2 or 3 years. And this has a lot of information for you. It'll tell you if you've had a sale, task that you need to do. See all this information it has. And also know that up here, it says customize. There comes a point where you're a little bit more comfortable and you might want to customize these. I pretty much set it at default. So let me get out of this. So know that that is up in the corner that you can customize. See, you can move things around, take them out, move them around, drag to rearrange, set it up how you want to. On Mile High Scene, I have it very customized. This one, I think I just left at default and then hit stop customizing. Okay. I don't have anything waiting to be shipped. I think I have, it'll tell me here. I have 15 active listings on this second baby store in my personal buying store. But it'll tell you, what you have going on and what you need to do. You can customize the shortcut links to add some pages that you want to bookmark, but for some reason it will not allow certain pages, and I do not know why. So I still recommend up here, and make a file. You'll see I have eBay topics info. I don't know if that came through or not. I don't think that came through, but that's what I have on my computer. So you can customize this somewhat. This will tell you where you're at with any promotional offers, your listings, how many you've used, what do you have left, so that you can make sure you don't go over your limit and be charged per listing insertion fee if you go over your free limit. I think that comes with stores. And we're going to look at stores in a little bit. And this is something I'm kind of surprised a lot of people don't pay attention to. Selling announcements. This is where they're going to put their announcements. And some of them are kind of important. So like, for instance, they talked about the new time away feature, which is similar to vacation, but so far, in my opinion, superior to vacation mode. That's a little bit more advanced, but vacation mode had a few issues that some of us weren't always happy with. The new time away feature looks more interesting, and we'll look at that in a little bit. So, always look at your announcements and see what they're telling us. It'll give you some stats. Let's see. Account summary. I have sold nothing in the last 31 days. This is 31 days from this account. I sold one thing last month. It only has like 15, 16 items. Oh, here are my limits for this account. Once you do well, you can request to raise your limits. Now, know when you first start on your finances, they may hold your funds just for a little while when you're new to make sure you're legit, to make sure you're not a scammer that came in and listed a bunch of items. You have collected the money and you have no intentions of shipping these items. You're a scammer. So they just kind of want to hold the money until all the transaction is complete and they feel like, okay, this is a good new seller. This is a good new member to eBay. We're going to start letting them have their money. It doesn't take too long. Once you fill up your store, if you like it and you want more, again, request to list more is right here. It usually doesn't take very long. Selling tools, this is by default. I don't think you can customize it. It's by default. This will tell you a lot of things. Link to your PayPal. I still do have PayPal. I still get some sales on PayPal for people. When I buy something, that tells me some people aren't in the eBay Managed program yet. And I do have my shipping fees paid through PayPal instead of taking out of eBay Managed payments, instead of having them take it out, because I linked a credit card to my PayPal that has rewards and I want my rewards. So I run everything through that. Now, if eBay in the future decides to add a feature where we can pay for our shipping and through our credit card, I will just switch straight to that. But I like to use my reward credit card, because I get money back, right? So that's something to think about too. Maybe a little more advanced, but if you're a little computer savvy or have done anything like this before on another platform, a lot of this will be somewhat familiar to you and you'll kind of know right away, kind of what you want to do. Okay, let's see. So there's your seller hub. Now, you can simply go up to help and contact. Put in what you want to know or look what they're offering. Look, all these are clickable links. How to remove feedback. And then when I go to these pages, every time I have an issue or something and I go to these pages, or I'm helping someone else, because I do help a few people in the background privately, because I'm still a eBay seller diversity advocate. I think that program, with the pandemic, I don't really know what's going on right now. But anyways, I'll bookmark these pages so that I can find them, because there are a few pages that are a little harder to find sometimes, such as if you have a store, we get a quarterly shipping supply credit for eBay branded boxes. You'll see that in a minute when we go look at subscription page. And sometimes it's like, where is that? And so it's under subscriber discounts, which you'll see in a minute. So I just kind of bookmark that page so I can remember. See, the review policy issues, managed payments. If you want to know what I'm talking about, managed payments, there you go to read all about managed payments. All of these are more information, okay? It's really not that hard. Now, let's see. I want to go to, there's also a community. Let me see where that's at. There it is. It's down here. This is a community tab. Let's talk about this. This is a forum. This is eBay's internal forum. Now, I want to tell you, take it with a grain of salt. There's often a lot of unusual requests and complaints. They do monitor this, and we suspect that they do remove things that are too negative against eBay. But sometimes you will get some help. Sometimes someone will post a question that is new, and someone with more experience that loves this forum interaction will answer with a proper reply that has cited sources, like remember college, cite your sources, and a link to the eBay rule. So I have used this sometimes for difficult situations I couldn't find an answer to. But, choose your reply, who you choose to trust, tread carefully. Critical thinking skills are imperative on everywhere in life, right? So, okay, let's go back. Just a lot going on. So first let me go to my bookmarks. I want to go to store subscriptions and fee charts. Okay, so let's look at this. So maybe you're taking it serious and you're like, I'm going to go ahead and get a subscription. Well, eBay did add a starter store. You can see here, it's $4.95 if you pay annually, a little more if you pay month to month. On Mile High Scene, my main store, I do have the basic. And I'll tell you why in a moment, how that came about. These little plus signs will expand everything and show you all the perks and details that come with these packages, these subscription packages that you'll be invoiced monthly, or even if you sign up for the yearly discounted rate, you are still only charged monthly. You can cancel, upgrade, downgrade at any time. Okay. So I have the basic store, which they just upped this too. It used to be $250 and $250. Now it's $350. I get 350 free fixed price listings, which is usually what I use. And I get 250 free, meaning no insertion fee, for auctions in certain categories. And here are the other perks. Now, if I go over my limits, this is what I am charged. I run a smaller store. I never go over my limits. There's a little bit of a jump here between basic and premium that a lot of us have said, hey, can we just have something squeak here in the middle? But they won't do it because you can see it's quite a significant obligation, month-wise, and you do get a lot more, but like I personally keep a smaller store, so I don't intend on ever needing that many listings. They did not do that, but what they did do is add this little baby starter store. Okay. Now, the reason I chose to just go ahead and get a subscription at this basic level is because there came a point where, how many listings do I have? Am I getting close to where I'm having to pay insertion fees? That's going to cost me money. Am I taking it serious? Am I being consistent? What are my sales? When I knew I was being consistent and my sales got, I think it's somewhere around $2,000 a month, then it pays. To me, it paid to go ahead and do this because it drops your final value fee. The final value fee we pay when we sell something on eBay plus shipping is about 10%. Well, it drops it down. Oh, they've raised it. Now it's 4 to 9. In my categories, it's usually 9.15. Well, that savings that's going to be billed to me on my invoice kind of paid for the store. Do you know what I mean? Instead of 10%, I'm only charged typically 9.15. I have enough sales volume and money volume to where it pays for that $21.95 a month. Do you understand what I'm saying? So my store subscription is kind of free, and some of the perks that come with it. It's kind of free as long as I stay consistent at the level that I'm at, which I'm very comfortable with. Okay. And then here are some of the other enterprise. Wow. Those are big box. Actually, I think big box stores have their own deals, but these are some of the big dogs. Okay. All right. So you can see the final value fees. It'll give you some more information. Just drop these down and read what's going on. Promoted listings, promotions manager, so you can run sales and things. That's often helpful. Let's save promoted listings for a little bit down the road. Let's save that for a moment and we'll talk about that. And help for branding your business. Okay. Dedicated support for Anger and Enterprise. That's a personal account manager, concierge service. There are other ways to get concierge service. I got it for being a volunteer seller diversity advocate, and I got it by going to eBay Open 2018. What I mean by concierge service is if we were on my other account and I had to go to help, I need to contact, you would see something special that I have concierge service. I get someone in the United States, and I get kind of priority over those who do not have concierge service. A lot of people have concierge service, but it is excellent. It is superior than straight up customer service. I can tell you that. Okay, what else should we look at? Oh, one other thing you will want to do when you're new is, let me find it. I have so many pages marked. You will want to, I'm looking for eBucks. Let me see where that's at. eBucks, there we go. Go sign up for this. I've had old school sellers that didn't even sign up for this yet. They're like, what are eBay bucks? I'm like, you guys, it's free. Sign up for it. When you buy something, you'll get credit back. And sometimes they have specials where they'll be like, well, for this week on these categories, you'll get 8% reward back, 5%, and you might be surprised if you do a lot of shopping, and a lot of us are doing a lot extra shopping online this year. It kind of adds up. I don't, not a lot. I mean, for me personally, maybe $5 to $10, but hey, I'll go use that and go buy myself something, right? So find the eBay bucks. You may have to go to help and, type in eBay bucks, find this page and just sign up real quick. It's cool. And they'll keep you updated on how you're doing on your eBay bucks. And when I think every 3 months they drop them to you. Is it 3 months or monthly? I can't remember. I'm sorry. And they'll remind you to go spend it and tell you, the expiration date. They'll keep you updated once you enroll. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else? So there's just yes, I want to go to. Now, listen, sometimes you're on a page and this is gone, this up here. Just hit eBay, just hit that, and it'll get you back someplace, okay? Sometimes that top place is missing. You're like, how do I get out of here? Just hit the little eBay icon. It doesn't look like a hot link until you roll over it, and you'll see it's a hot link. Now, there are some older pages still. Like I said, they're kind of layering it. They're trying to get rid of the older pages. There are still some left. You can tell the difference clearly when you run across one. But eventually, I think they'll have it all reconciled. Site preferences. Let's go look at that. Okay, here's where you will set some of your preferences. Now, if you're brand new, you might want to just leave all of these to the default, okay, until you read up and feel comfortable, okay? This is an out-of-stock option. This is a more advanced kind of lesson. This is if you have replenishables and once it sells out, you don't want that listing to fade when it drops off during the time limit. You want to hold that listing because you're going to get more product, and then you can just add more quantity and the listing shows back up. Some people also choose to use this to hide certain listings from competitors of good items. But that's kind of more advanced, but that's what it's talking about. And there's always a learn more where you can read. So I don't have that set on this. I don't need that. So most of this is set by default here on my baby store, okay? Logos and there was something. Oh, buyer requirements. Here's something you can set. I have it set to the minimum, but I do have it set. You can choose to leave it unset, but I have it set. When you go to edit, it'll give you lots of options on how you want to do it. If you choose to use this, don't get too carried away. Like, don't be too harsh, okay? Because people make mistakes, so don't be too harsh. So like I have it set a little bit to kind of hopefully weed out some scammers, but I'm not real harsh on my settings on that. So you'll want to, when you hit edit, you'll see lots of options, okay, of things that you want to set. Unpaid item assistant. When you have an unpaid item, you can set this to where I have it set on no. You can set this to where eBay will automatically handle that case for you. I choose not to do that because a lot of times people buy something, they forget. I'll send them reminders myself. I think eBay sends them reminders by default. I kind of wish they wouldn't. I'd rather handle my customer service myself because I don't know how eBay words things. And sometimes they word things in a way I wouldn't do that I don't really care for my vision of customer service. I have this set on no on both accounts. I handle it myself. Oftentimes when I set a reminder to the customer, which there's a link for that, you'll see down the road, they'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Or they'll be like, oh, this happened. Can I please have 2 more days? I want to give them that time, So I want to choose for myself. Sometimes I may choose not to and go ahead and open up the case. eBay instructs you exactly how to do all that. You don't have to be afraid of that. And then once the case closes, if they do not pay, then you can relist the item. You are returned your final value fee from eBay that you were charged. Just relist it. And the buyer gets a ding. And when they get so many dings, it will affect, back up in here where we have blocked buyer requirements. It will affect, like, let me see, have received 2 unpaid item strikes within 6 months. That's how I have it set. Again, you can set this different ways. So they do keep track of these buyers that get these unpaid item strikes, dings, strikes. And you can kind of weed some people out by using this feature if you choose to. So don't think, oh, the buyer got off with nothing. I get to relist my item. Yes, but they got a strike. Okay. And when that adds up, if it gets too bad, they're out of here with that account. Okay. I just keep this at default for now. Okay. Unless you understand all this, just keep it at default unless this is something that Okay. Seriously, there is no reason for anyone who's nervous. There is no reason to be afraid of eBay. Let's see. Business information. Well, if I open that up, addresses. Oh, darn, whatever. I'm going to open it up. Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. So you can set addresses for different things. Now I use a PO box, and you can set your return address different from whatever you want, your ship from address. Okay. I mean, it has to be reasonable. It has to be legit, but maybe you want returns to go to your house. I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? There's different things you can do. Payment and pickup address, and you can set that too. Okay. It's all over here. These are all hot links. Let's see. My PayPal account, permissions, subscriptions. Let's see. I don't have any subscriptions. Now, on my other store, you would see my eBay store subscription. Okay. So here they're saying, choose a store. And it comes with this free, by the way, if you have a store. Okay. What is an eBay store? Benefits that add up. And then anytime you see anything in blue, of course, these are hot links. Okay. Let's look at this. This is what I'm talking about when I say when you get your quarterly shipping coupon for eBay. It's only for eBay branded shipping supplies. Okay. Go use it and buy some of this stuff. I mean, it'll be free. There'll be a coupon code that you use at checkout. Oops. That didn't show up, did it? Sorry. Sorry, those were tabs that didn't show up. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's do that different. I'm sorry, I just now noticed that. Let's see, duplicate listings policy. You want to read this. If you're on your computer, add this to your bookmark file, okay? This is kind of important. You don't get to list an item, the same item, with 2 listings. You don't get to try to spam eBay. And don't do one for an auction and one for fixed listing, okay? Read this and understand. Don't just go. Now, when it comes to rules, watch YouTube sellers, yes, for information and what to buy and sell and other little tips and tricks. But when it comes to straight up rules, go to the source. Please, please, please. All right. There's some advanced topics in here that eventually you'll want to know too. You'll hear people talk about it on YouTube's. And you can go read the exact rules yourself and make sure that what they said was right or that you understood it properly. Okay. Maybe you're multitasking. There was something else kind of important, and then we're going to go someplace else. I want to show you. Let me see if this shows up. Okay. I don't have a store. The reason this is saying that is because I don't have a store. If we were on my other account where I have a store, it would tell me about my eBay quarterly shipping coupon, and then I've already used it this month. for this quarter. HR, let's see. Anything else I think is really seller levels, and there we go. Seller level and performance standards. This has some great information. There's a difference between being top rated seller, where you'll get the badge, and top rated plus benefits. Once you become a top rated seller, then if you want to, you can try to be top rated plus, where you will get another discount. Excuse me. But to do that, they have decided that you must do 1 business day handling time. I'm not comfortable with that. I am top rated on Mile High Scene, but I'm not top rated plus with the benefits. I don't want to jump through hoops with same day or 1 business day handling. I have 2-day handling to make myself comfortable. But if you want the extra discount, you can strive for that. Power seller, I'm not sure who all does that anymore. Now, when they talk about becoming a top rated seller, you have to, let me see. There's some things you have to do. You have to have at least 100 transactions and $1,000 in sales over a 12-month look back. So if you're new, it might take you a while to get there, but you'll get there, okay? At least for 90 days. All right. It just kind of gives you a badge and makes some buyers feel a little more comfortable with you, okay? And then plus, if you want for the extra top-rated plus benefits, discount benefits, you have to do these steps first, okay? So that's just something to know, in the future to strive for. Let's find another interesting link. Buyer requirements. Feedback. Let's go look at this. That's not quite the one I want. Oh, yeah. If you receive negative feedback, do not panic. Now, some people take their feedback scores very serious, and maybe you should, maybe you shouldn't. It depends. It's a mood thing. But if you get a feedback that's not fair, and it's going to be tricky, it has to be an unfair feedback. It can't just be that we don't like it. Or, they have to have said something inappropriate, or it has to be totally unfair. There are things you can do. You can send the buyer a request to revise their feedback after you have resolved the situation with them. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Be aware of feedback extortion policy. If someone threatens you, like, I will leave you negative feedback if you don't give me $5 refund, things like that. That is probably grounds for removal, and you can have that fixed. These messages for proof will be archived in your eBay internal message system. Do not take conversations off of eBay. That's not a good idea. They might accuse you of trying to sell off-site, which is a no-no. They do not like. You could lose your account. Plus, there's no record if you need to debate something, argue with something, okay? Feedback manipulation policy. Don't buy things from each other and leave each other great feedback. That's not the way to do it. Someone got busted a few years ago doing stuff like that and more. So she no longer has an eBay account, let me tell you. So read up about feedback stuff so that you don't panic, really. Or bookmark it so if you get a negative feedback, you're like, okay, where's that page at? It's in my bookmarks. Here it is. Let me read up. How do I handle this? Take a deep breath. Try your best to fix it. If it can't be fixed, do not worry about it. Keep on selling. Keep on striving to be a good seller, and it'll just, go down, down, down. And after a certain time period, I think it's 12 months, it just falls off. But if you have other great feedback, then your feedback score is still going to be like 99, 98%. So don't worry about it. Okay, just try to fix it. If it was your mistake, just try to learn and do better next time. Okay. Anything else interesting for beginning? Just for beginning. Oh, this one. Let's do this one. Image and text policy. Please read this. Please read this. This will give you the information you need to know about using stock photos. A little controversial. You can sometimes get in a little bit of trouble by companies complaining if you're using their stock photos. It's kind of a weird situation right now because eBay is implementing their eBay product catalog. See here, they're implementing this. And so at some point we're like, hey, wait a minute, stock photos or not stock photos. But read this, how eBay protects intellectual property rights. Read about VEROs, VERO. And there are also certain words that you don't want to use, certain brand name words you can't use. Off the top of my head, I will tell you Velcro. Most of us will use loop and hook. Velcro is a brand name. I know we all just, okay, kind of like for tissues, we'll say, hand me a Kleenex. Well, Kleenex is a brand name. It's a tissue. Do you understand what I'm saying? Onesies. Gerber or Gerber doesn't like that. And there are a few more. And there are some items that you can't really sell on eBay. That's a little bit more advanced. It's in here somewhere. I don't want to talk about that just yet. I think eBay will give you a warning if it's something that you can't sell. Let's see, store updates, the community, you know about that. We showed you that. Oh, global shipping program. Yes, that's what we need to talk about real quick. Let me find it. Global shipping program. Setting up your shipping options. That's not quite what I want. Okay. When you make your listings, there comes a place where you will put your stated handling time. Do not miss that. Make sure that you set it to what you're comfortable with. Make sure it doesn't say by default same day or 1 day if that's not what you're interested in, or something crazy like 5 days, which I can tell you if you set it too long, handling time, meaning how much time you have to package it up and get it to the post office, scanned in with tracking uploaded, not just dropped off, not just packed up sitting on your floor with a label. I mean scanned in, okay? Tracking will be automatically uploaded for the buyer to see and for us to see to keep track of it. So set your handling time to what you're comfortable with, because if you miss too many of your shipping dates and from handling time and shipping dates and scans, not necessarily deliveries, but scanning at the post office or your carrier of choice, those can be dings against your account, defects. And if you get too many, your defect score will drop down. And if it drops down too much, eBay's going to try to charge you at like 4 or 5%. Somewhere that will show up as we're going along. So when you're making a listing, be sure to pay close attention to what your handling time is set. There used to be a page, and I have tried to find it for 2 days now for someone else, where you could just automatically set your handling day. I did that for 2 days, 2-day handling time. And I cannot find that for the life of me. I think when they implemented some new pages, I think they took that away. Now it's when you set up your shipping policies, which don't worry about setting up shipping policies wholeheartedly, okay? Because what will happen every time you make a listing, okay, like every time I make a listing, if it's something lightweight and I'm putting in my shipping, they will keep that as a policy and it'll be over in my business policies now. As a matter of fact, every once in a while I go in and clean them up, or eBay cleans them up for us by default if there's duplicates. So eventually you will have a bunch of different shipping listing policies that will come in a drop-down menu for you to choose from as you go along. You can go ahead and pre-create them if you feel comfortable. If you feel comfortable doing that. I know for new sellers, shipping is the biggest fear. Okay, so we'll get to that too. I know that's the biggest fear. I'm trying to find global shipping program. That is where you can have eBay handle your international shipping to certain countries. Let me go find that. I did sign up for that. Some people choose not to. I did sign up for that on both. It won't ship to all countries. No, some of them are just not a good idea. But this allows me to ship globally, and I have shipped a lot. On this map back here, I put a pin. I don't know if you can see it. There's a map on this wall. I put a pin in every international place that I ship to. It's fun. So I've got a lot of international sales since I started with the global shipping program years ago. All I have to do is get it to one of their, reshipping departments, Kentucky mostly. All I have to do is get it to Kentucky. So although something's going overseas, so let's say, a t-shirt, and it's going to cost me like $4.95. All I have to do is get it to Kentucky. So I'm still only paying, the $4.95 shipping. Now the buyer has been charged more through global shipping program. Sometimes buyers will there are other services besides eBay's internal shipping program, but I use that, no problem. Anything that happens after Kentucky is not my problem, right? Beautiful. Do I lose some sales by not doing directly? Probably so, especially Canada. Canada does not love it. A lot of people will choose to use the global shipping program, but handle Canada themselves. It's a little bit more of an advanced issue, but something to know, to consider, okay, when the time comes. Also, every once in a while, you might get something from an unusual address, and you'll come to know them. Those are forwarding companies. Typically, they're for Asian buyers. They'll use a company, there's several of major ones, that will buy the item, you ship it to them in the United States. Again, they repackage it, they ship it to the destination, and then it's all their problem. They've charged the customer extra. But apparently it comes out cheaper than maybe global shipping program. I don't know. But sometimes you'll run across that. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. You'll start to get familiar with those addresses. Like, oh, this one's going someplace else. So, and I think they'll repackage it somewhat. All right. So I want to show you. So here, just drop these down. You'll read about it. There it is. Everything you need to know to make your decision on what you want to do. Once you sign in, you're done. The rest is handled, okay? It'll always be on your listings, unless you turn it back off, unless you opt out of it, okay, for that particular listing. So don't ever worry about that. Okay, you guys, I'll be back over in a minute. Okay, I know some of this stuff you guys are probably like, talk about this, tell them about that. I know, you guys, we're taking it easy. This is 101 just to get them started, okay? Hi, Sharon. Hi, everybody. Hi, Audra. So I'll be back in a minute, okay? I'm going to continue on, but I'll be back in a minute. And then we'll start chatting and answering questions and things like that if anybody has, some more advanced topics. But I really want this to be a little more low key, and we're trying to encourage people. Like, it's okay. eBay's got you. We got you. I'm going to share some other places, YouTube channels, Facebook groups, whatever, Reddit, Instagram, some people that I personally trust. Try to match people up. Okay, let me see. So there's everything you need to know about global shipping program. All right. Let's see. Is there anything else like for new people? Let me look real quick, okay? Auto accept. Oh, auto accept. Well, that's kind of a more advanced topic. If you run across it and you're curious, I don't want to go too deep. I want people to get started. Okay, so we don't want to do overload. Want people to get started. Baby steps. List a couple items. List some of that stuff you've been buying at the thrift stores. Look around your house. Pick 5 items. Get them listed. Okay. So I did that. Handling time, tax policies. eBay will collect sales tax for you if necessary and remit it for you if necessary. There are some states that are more applicable than others. Most likely, you're going to be fine. If you don't have an EIN number, you'll use your Social Security number. There might come a time further down the road where you do want to officially register your business trade name and, get all that paperwork, because maybe you want to buy wholesale and it's a legit wholesale company and they would kind of like to see some papers. It's usually free, state by state. Do it free online on their website. Usually and then print it out. It's no big deal if you ever want to go that route. Don't even worry about that. But let's look at the new time away feature, because a lot of older sellers are like, wait, when did that happen? Well, pretty recently. So for some of you that are, more whatever, in eBay, you didn't know this. This is way better than the vacation feature. Oh my gosh. So if you didn't know, this is a new feature. It is awesome. Yes. So let's go back to, I was hoping to run into an older page so I could be like, okay, this is what an older page looks like. You'll kind of know it when you see it. It'll have a different kind of background. It'll be like a lot of text. It won't be this quick and simple, here's a 3-minute article, or, it won't be that quick and simple as if you're on Poshmark or something. Okay. Oh, and this is what your seller level. This is where you can see, it's on the seller dashboard. You can see how you're doing. Above standard, above standard. I have no defects, no late shipments on this account. Well, it's pretty easy. I've only sold one thing last month. By the way, since y'all are complaining over in the chat, yeah, I sold a big plush last month, November the 27th, and she just got it the other day. You know what's going on with shipping. So new sellers, this is a holiday thing. This is a pandemic thing with the shipping. It'll all get leveled back out. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about that right now. Let's see. I've had 5 transactions this year. Is this a year? $96 in sales. Yeah, this is my little net zero return rate. I don't get a lot of returns in either account. I don't have a lot of breakage on glass. Amazing to me, but I do double box, charge extra. Wait a minute, let's stay on focus for the new people. But that was good info. I don't get a lot of returns, and I don't have a lot of breakage from things that I sell. All right, I think that's as far as we should go right now, okay? That's enough to get you started and for you to feel comfortable, like, okay, I can do this. Yes, it doesn't look that hard. There's an answer for everything on eBay, okay? Now, there's one more place I want to go, and then we're going to talk in the chat. I see you got, oh, look at I thrifted this. Current mood. Yes, I want a donut. The holidays are right on me, and I've got to go do a few little shopping things. Both the boys, my husband and my father, want new house shoes. House shoes only last about a year before you cannot get them. You can put them in the freezer. You can spray them with whatever you want. They're not going to be fresh as a daisy anymore. Okay, there's one more place I want to go, and then we'll chat for a while, you guys. Hang on. Let me pull it up behind the scenes. I'm just here behind the scenes. I want to pull it up. Let me sign out a hashtag. I want to go to my Facebook page because a Facebook site. Oh, I don't remember my password. Hello. Are you kidding me? I thought you saved it for me. Are you kidding me? Hang on, you guys. Oh my gosh. I thought you saved that. I got to remember my password. I might have to look it up. Let's see. Bear with me. Y'all just chat for a minute. I can't show you my password. Oh, yeah, I remember. Dang it. Yes, it does. Oh, okay. If you say so. All right. Normally this just pops up like, what are you saying to me? Hang on, you guys. I hope you're just chatting. Darn it, I wanted to log into my Facebook. Okay, let's try going a different way. Sorry, you guys. Because I've got a Facebook group, and my young nephew, wanted to start selling on eBay. So I went into my Facebook group, Thrifty Rich Club, and I made this post, and I dropped him links to everything. I said, you go read all of these first, and then I will continue to help you. So I'm trying to get to that. It's a bummer because I think there was an update yesterday on my computer, Microsoft, and now my saved passwords have disappeared. Oh, there it is. I don't remember the password. Hang on, I got to get up and get my password clues. Oh my gosh, I should have pulled that up earlier. Sorry, people. Sorry. I didn't want to have too many tabs open because I didn't want things to crash. Oh, is that it? All right, we can't do it because I can't remember my password. Okay, anyways, if you like Facebook, there's a group. My group is over there called Thrifty Rich Club. I don't really use it. I started it years ago before I started focusing on my own channel because like I would be in other people's side chats and like someone would ask me a question, but you can't drop a link in a chat, unless you're a mod or whatever. So I'd be like, okay, I'll go drop it over here in this Facebook group, and you can go get the information there. So that's kind of why I started it and what I used it for. And so every once in a while, I'll still go in and use it for someone who uses Facebook. And darn, I wish I could remember. I'm going to have to remember. Oh, I hate updates when I'm not prepared. Okay, I'll find it later, you guys. I'm not going to dally anymore. But anyways, if you're a Facebook person, you can go find Thrifty Rich Club on Facebook. Join that. I'll approve you. I log in maybe once every 2 or 3 days, but I'll try to be more diligent, for the next few days. And then I think I even pinned that, but there's a thread for my nephew and anyone else can read it. And I've dropped all these links. They're hot links that will go right to the pages of things. And like I said, I told him, yes, I will help you. But first, you have to go look at all of these titles and know that these exist, that these are important topics to know, and go check them out. And at least let me know that you understand kind of what's going on before I will continue to help you. Because, I don't want to waste my time. If you're not serious enough to even go, do that, then, and so he did that. It was fine. All right, I'm going to go to chat. Dang, I wish I could pull that up. That's such a bummer. Why did you do that to me, Microsoft? Seriously. Why did you do that? Do not know. All right, let's see what's going on in the chat. What have you guys been talking about? Oh my gosh. I hope you guys have been good while I couldn't see what you were doing. Let's see. Well, most of you here, really, you're not brand new, are you? Junk Trader says one of her baby accounts is not on managed payments. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Hi, Tanya. I don't know if you're still here. Hi. Okay, yeah, probably any day now, Andrew. It was a smooth transition for me. Everything's fine. I chose to have my payouts once a week. I don't want little tidbits from my bookkeeping. I'm like, no, just hit me once a week. So every Tuesday, I get my payout. I go log into my bank account. I switch it from that special savings account that is only for eBay, PayPal, Amazon, whatnot, and I drop it down into my real account. Again, if you missed that part, so that any of these people, if they have a glitch or do something funny or get hacked, there's no money in that associated account for anybody to go grab and steal. I've already gotten it and put it in a real account. I can do this all online. It's with the same credit union. So hopefully you can do that too if you find that to be a good idea. Well, if you guys, I think everybody here is pretty good. The forum is feeling very old. Yes, it has Tracy. Yes, the forum. Hi, Tracy. I don't know if you guys know Tracy and Tommy Bernard, their show at night. I can't always stay up that late. I like to clock out and then kind of have family time or my movie time, but they're doing really well, and they've had some incredible guests lately. They've gotten some guests that I'm almost jealous of, like Craigslist Hunter. They got him to come out. Isn't that great? Let's see. Yeah, I can't see chat right now. Thank you. Okay, so now, hi, Connie. I haven't seen you for a while. Hi. I helped Yvonne figure out if you are listing around 400. It's now time to get a store. Yes. Okay. Be sure to use that coupon. Yes. Okay, so Audra dropped some good stuff, definitely. Okay, so now, does anybody have any questions? So this is going to be archived for anybody who couldn't be here live. And because I've told a lot of new people, and on Facebook too, if you're new, come on now. Because I'm in a couple forums where people are having fun thrifting. like they're thrifting. And I'm like, y'all should be making some money too, like to support, at least support your thrifting habit, right? So a lot of them are just intimidated. I know the biggest fear is shipping. Oh my gosh, please. I promise you, I'm looking at whoever comes in that's new later to watch this. I promise you, shipping will get easier as you go. You might make a few mistakes, but it will get easier. The one thing that you will have to spend some money on up front, you could write your own labels out if you don't have a printer yet and don't want to do the fancy sticker labels. You will eventually get there. But the one thing that I think you have to do no matter what is fork over $20 and get a scale, okay? Get you a scale. I prefer it with an external reader. It's on a telephone cord because sometimes I have big boxes, so I have to pull out the scale, set it on a table to put the big box on. And so it's nice to have, and the box is hanging over. So it's nice to have the external reader, so I can see what the heck's going on. So it's about $20 on eBay. That is the one thing you definitely have to do, okay? Because that's the scariest part for people is shipping. You can get a lot of your free priority boxes right from the United States Post Office. Now, mostly it's the flat rates that they have there, but if you go onto their website, get their website, mine's up here bookmarked, and you can order directly delivered to your house a large assortment of sizes, okay? Free. Now, they're going to be priority, okay? But some of your stuff is going to be priority. Otherwise, you'll learn to buy the cheap bread bags at Walmart. You'll learn to go pick these up. $3 for 100. Well, I think it's like a little over $3 now. It started out like at $2.68. They're a decent size for like t-shirts and other knickknacks, and then you'll upgrade as you learn more tips and get some advanced knowledge, okay? And watch other YouTubers. These are the kind of things where YouTube comes in handy. Now, for the straight up rules, trust eBay. You'll learn to get the fancy poly mailers. Let me pull one out. I have all different kinds. You'll learn to buy some of these. They don't cost that much. You'll learn to do like I do, dumpster dive for some of your packing. For my high-end packing material, I don't pay anything. Some people choose to buy their bubble wrap and everything. I personally do dumpster dive, but I'm very fortunate that it's been consistent for years. It's behind a Carter's and Old Navy. I think they're the same company. It's in a strip mall down the street. You might have seen me do it in some of my little ending clips. And twice a week, it's full of these big, huge plastic bags of little plastic bags, tissue paper, whatnot. You can even get hangers. It's super clean. It's where they get their stock in and they pull the bags off the wholesale stock they got in. They switch out to their own hangers or something. And all that, they just stuff in bags and the dumpster will be overflowing. I've done that for years. So I use that as my packing supply, as my packing material. I'll find bubble wrap and everything. As long as it's clean, I'm good. So see if you can find you a good store like that. I could tell you that Carter's and Old Navy is the best. I think especially the Carter's because it's children's clothing and baby clothing. So they take, and it typically, I've had a retail store. Typically when you buy it like that, it'll come on these little hangers. It'll come in its own bags or they pull them off like, oh my gosh. What's Lindy's channel called? Lindy Glenn. I'm going to start shouting some out. Well, it's behind here, and I just put it behind here. I save everything that comes in to recycle. My husband brings me home boxes when they get shipments in at their office. So that is something you'll have to work out. If you do have to pay for a few things, you'll just have to roll that into your shipping cost, okay? Roll it into your shipping cost. But get that scale. Don't wing it when it comes to that, okay? And always make sure it's calibrated right. Test it with a bag of sugar or a bag of flour, something that you can see the weight of. Okay. Let's see. I'm new here coming from Lindy's channel. Hi, Andrew. I'm the mod over there. So we've probably said hi to each other before. Posh Planet, I want to know your secrets for finding deals on eBay. Not really related to subject matter. Yeah, this is more advanced. Oh, girl, I know. One time I started to tell you guys, and then I chickened out. And then I chickened out. Dang it. All right. Okay. So, of course, there's fat finger, right? There's typing in things that are close to the spelling. Like, for instance, Harley Davidson. You don't know how many people will leave out the D. Now, eventually, eBay's going to pull them up, too, as you're scrolling through. They're going to throw those in there. But sometimes the spelling is so off, it doesn't get caught. And dang it. Oh, this is a good one I've been using lately. All right. So, since eBay's added their reverse image search, which some people don't like, I think it's fantastic. If you take the right picture, nothing else in the background, nice clear picture, you'll get some results. That's how I found that fire and light piece that she had marked Murano for $60. Now, unfortunately, that's the one that broke, but that was worth $250, $300. I did a reverse image search on a nice, good picture of fire and light glass. And there it pulled right up. And I'm like, what? She wanted $80. I offered her $60. And it even said fire and light on it. You guys remember me complaining about that? Now, back to eBay 101. That lady stuck that glass in a padded flat rate envelope. So yes, it broke. She should have double boxed it like I do. Anyways, that's how I did that. So dang it. Okay. So yeah, you just take a good picture or swipe a good picture. I do it on my phone because that's just easiest. And then use it as a reverse image search and see who has something that they don't know what it is and it's underpriced. Y'all don't tell everybody. Sharon, I'm so glad to see you out though, hon. I think, does this mean things are getting under control? Yeah. Yes, Andrew, a scale is a must. It's $20. Ask everybody you know to give you $1 if you don't have that money yet. I'll give you $20 if you tell me that you've gone and read. Oh, if you tell me that you've gone over to my Facebook group and you've read every one of those. If you show me that you've made a bookmark list and that you've got some items you're ready to list, I will buy you a scale to get started. Okay? You can pay me back next year when you're rolling in the money. Tracy, could you believe that? She even thought it was Murano, which is another thing. It was not Murano. Stop labeling things Murano when they're not. It said fire and light right on it. A picture that she had. It was a splash bowl. Yeah, I couldn't give her $60 fast enough for that. And I was just chomping at the bit for it to come in to relist it because I knew it was going to sell for $250, $300. Woo, I was hot over that one. I rarely leave negative feedback. I usually don't have to. She got some negative feedback on that. I was hot. Yeah. You got to work for that scale, Tracy. You got to work for it. And yeah, I can't give out $20 to everybody, but we're about ready to get our YouTube checks, and I like to give some back. I think last month I gave it to one of my mods, Carrie. I gave her something because she had a car wreck. So I donated to her GoFund, and I donated to Jennifer Hayes's tip jar that Kat, the nurse flipper, started. I donated to Jennifer Hayes because we all love Jennifer Hayes. She's a social butterfly, and she's so sweet and kind, and I'm proud of some of the things that she has overcome. I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud to know her. I wish she lived closer because I would want to know her in real life too. All right. Is all fire and light marked on the item? No. Junk Girl Patty, no, it's not. That's why I made, in that video that I made, I'm not a fire and light expert, but I might be someday because I'm still researching it. The other day, I just found out they made a very rare mermaid candlestick. Oh my gosh, I can only imagine what that would resell for. But it's not all marked, but on that video that I did for fire and light, like I showed places that we can go to learn and study the pictures. I gave, like their website, their Facebook page, other people's things so that we can learn. Yes, a light box is well worth it. If you don't have one, go get you a piece of whiteboard from the Dollar Tree. I'll tell you what, because there are a lot of things that if you cannot MacGyver it. You know what I mean? If you cannot be the mother of invention while you don't have very much money, you probably, okay, I hope you guys take this the wrong way. Some of you are going to agree. I'm talking to new people. You're probably not going to have the right mindset and disposition to be successful as an entrepreneur, because it's about problem solving. It's about watching trends. It's about being innovative. It's about research. So there are a lot of things that you can do. In the beginning, I didn't have all this. I did not even have a room. I was in an apartment. And then eventually I said, hey, I need more room. So I upgraded to a 2-bedroom apartment because it was only $100 more. A warehouse would have cost me more. So I said, no way, keep it at home. For $100 more, I can have a 2-bedroom apartment. That second bedroom became my eBay room. I didn't have a backdrop. I didn't have light boxes, ring lights. I don't even think I had an iPhone yet way back, Still using the camera, and you have to upload. Now I use my iPhone because iPhones have excellent cameras, and it's just a lot quicker to list on my phone and take pictures that are right there, and I can edit them, not with eBay's bright and contrast editor. That thing is pathetic, but edit it with your own phone app. And then if I do need to tweak it with more options that are only available so far on the website, I usually have that open too, and I can come in and tweak that listing. What else was I going to say? No scale. I used a kitchen scale that I got at the Goodwill. That was tricky. A couple mistakes back in the early days. So there are so many ways you can get started without having to spend a bunch of money. But the scale, it's only $20. Skip a meal. I don't know. Tell all your friends that's what you want for Christmas. Yvonne says, yeah, it was bare bones, a long learning curve. Yeah, and then as I made money, and got smarter, and things became more available, and things got cheaper. Light boxes weren't that cheap until 5-6 years ago. Ring lights are now so cheap. Oh my gosh. Big ring lights are cheaper. Small, look, here's a ring light I have. This is $15 on eBay. It's little, but it works for smaller items. It works for YouTube filming to put some light on me. I just spilled my drink. That's okay, because guess what? I got tea over here. So please, everyone that's new and watching this later, I don't see a lot of new people. Well, you might be here, but you're not commenting. Hi, Cherry Picker. Hi. I miss you. What are you doing? When you get a thermal printer, you get big time. Yeah, I did eventually get a printer. Ink was killing me. So I upgraded to a, is it laser printer that takes the toners? And now I might buy a $14 off-brand, but good off-brand compatible toner maybe once a year. Now, instead of handwriting on index cards that I got from the Dollar Tree and taping it on there, now I have the labels and it goes in my printer. Some people use the thermal printers. Help me. What's the big new one right now? Rollo? Well, there's several thermal printers. I don't personally use that. I'm happy with what I've got going on right here. If I was bigger, I might think about doing that too. Brick house, I'm almost new. Yeah. Zebra. Yeah, zebra. Oh, I'm sorry. I could do this. Whoops, sorry. That's why I went on StreamYard, so I could do this later. Sorry, you guys. Hi. Because you guys might have some good things, let's give some new people encouragement. Now, let's not take them too deep, right? But I do the QR codes. Oh, yeah, that's kind of new. Yes. Oh my gosh, now there's a new system and I don't use it. So someone else might have to explain it. Oh my, Dymo. That was the other thermal. Dymo, Rollo Dymo. The QR code system. Let me put this up there. I can't really tell you about it because I don't need to use it, but that's a lifesaver for a lot of people. Oh my gosh, that's a lifesaver. You can buy your label, right, Susan? You can buy your label, get your eBay discount for buying it through eBay, instead of paying full retail at the post office, right? And then it gets printed out for you. Oh, I should have talked about that. Okay, so new people, there's a new thing right there you can look up too if you don't have a printer yet. Susan says yes. That is so great for new people. I'm so proud of eBay for that. That's cool. That's a big help. Yes. Get you some boxes, save boxes. What are they going to say? Oh, back to my apartment. Yeah. So I got an apartment with a 2-bedroom and used the extra bedroom for eBay, and now my husband, Steve, I moved in with him. We've been together 8-9 years, married for 2. I think I just heard Sweetie come home. And so, wait a minute, I'm going to show this for people. And so, we have a pretty big tri-level house and no children. So, there's some extra bedrooms that I got to usurp, and we write off the square footage on our taxes. So it's a little helpful, and I love being at home. Yes. You guys, what else for a new seller on eBay? Like, that's not too advanced. What else? Otherwise, I'm going to talk about Facebook groups. Wait a minute, Rags, what are you saying? Won't print the labels from QR code. They're too busy. Oh, well, maybe they will after. Right now, the post office is crazy. Maybe they will when things settle down. The holidays are just insane. I went to the post office to drop off my prepaids, and luckily she had a cart right outside for that. But they were at capacity, at fire marshal legal capacity, and weren't even letting everybody in. She was asking you, what is it that you need to do today? Now I got to go in and check, because I'm going this way to check my PO box, and she had a cart for us to drop off prepaids. People were standing outside now. That's how bad it was. So, that should settle down by next week, right? Actually, if you're shipping something today, I don't even know if it would get to anybody by Christmas, not using the post office. So, okay, so if you're new, just probably hang on to that. Oh, look, Beatrice is here. Did you already say no food boxes? Yeah, no food boxes. That's a good one. No to food boxes. Okay, no, that's a good one. Thank you. So let's see. I'm going to start dropping some YouTube names and, some Facebook kind of information here in a minute. Unless somebody has something else for a new seller that is scared, okay? Wait a minute, new comments. Plus, they have to scan it when they print the label for you. Oh, yeah, so it's scanned in, good to go. It's scanned in, tracking's uploaded. You are good on that. Hang on, you guys, I got to do something. I remember I was looking at the chat replay comment from the video that we did the other day when we were all chatting. And I saw a bunch that I missed here by looking at it through StreamYard. And I'm like, I wonder if I have to go to YouTube. So let me do that real quick. Do I have to go to YouTube and go to my own video and hit? Let me see if this. Hang on, you're going to hear me talking. See, it's on top chat. I think I need to switch to live chat. Yes, just hang on. I'm going to turn this down. Okay. Drop that down. There. Yeah, why did YouTube add that top chat and live chat? That is so unnecessary. I guess if you're a bigger channel that has like 1,000 people watching at once, but people want to see all. I want to see all the comments, so maybe this will help. Because I noticed like RV was asking me a lot of questions, and I didn't even see them to answer. So when I see her, I'll answer. She was asking, do I have a lot of glass breakage? No, I don't. But I'm very careful. I roll in a little extra cost of my shipping. I double box high-end items. I send signature required, so hopefully I don't get scanned. Yes, I'm going to, here, look at this, YouTube. Top chat is annoying. We want to see everything. That is unnecessary. Or at least make live chat the default and top chat the choice. So now I feel like I have to remember to go into my YouTube and also go change that so that here on StreamYard, I can see everything. Can I have a shipping day? I live 30 miles from town. I'm in the mountains sometimes. The roads are too icy. Yes, Lee. You can set your handling time for whatever you want. I have mine set for 2 days. Now, granted, and eBay uses business days, so you're good. They don't count Saturday and Sunday as of now. They don't. So Monday through Friday, I think cutoff time is around 5 p.m. their time, though. 5 p.m. their time, Cali, I believe. But yes, you can set it as much as you want. But do know if you set it more than 3 days or so, eBay is going to consider that a little excessive. I think they even say that. And okay, this is more advanced. eBay will tell you that you are not, in the small print, you're not guaranteed for all your listings to show up at any given time, because they do kind of toggle when someone searches something, because they want shipping to be fast, kind of competing with Amazon. They started to where they might pull up someone else's exact listing before yours if that person zip code is closer to the buyer's search query. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, if you set your handling time too far out, you might. But there's other ways for buyers to see. You just might get dropped down the list. But if it's a serious buyer, they're going to look at all competition. But anyways, yes, Lee, you can set it to where maybe you're only going to, run down the mountain, once or twice a week. So you can do that. If you have unique items, you can get away with that people really, really want. You can get away with being a little bit more lenient, definitely. Let's see. I want to see. Wait a minute. I want to do this one first. If your clothing uses tissue paper, it gives a look of class. Yes. Yes, you can get tissue paper free. On after Christmas, you can go raid the tissue paper packets that are left over, like at Walmart and Walgreens. And unless your clothing or your item is in a plastic bag first, try to only use clear. Wouldn't you say, Sharon? Because sometimes that colored paper might leave a little residue and you don't want that. But yes, I do use tissue paper in my clothing. I've got it up there, clear stuff, and then I've got the stuff eBay gives me, which is printed on. But that can be when something's already in a bag, then maybe line the box or something like that. Okay, let's see. I want to see what Rag says. Pack your yeah. Yeah, just be on the safe side. So just roll it into your shipping costs. If you have great items, people will not care. I mean, just don't get carried away, but people won't care. They want their item there in one piece, okay? So it's all right. Let me see this. We do organza bags for jewelry. Where do you get them at? Do you get them pretty cheap? What, the dollar? No, you probably buy them wholesale bulk somewhere, don't you? Like I buy my tissue paper bulk off of eBay. I buy my rolls of tape bulk. I used to go to the Dollar Tree and get that way back. Now, I'm more professional as the years have gone by. I buy it bulk. And it's good tape. 36 at a time I buy. So let's see. Let me see this. We live in a small town without post office pickup. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, some people choose. You can have your packages picked up. I don't feel comfortable setting mine out for pickup. I just go ahead and put them in my IKEA bags and go drop them off. I just don't feel comfortable. But yeah, you can do that if you're, a lot of people do that. Lindy does that. A lot of people do that. I'm an eBay seller also. I didn't mention that. Hi, Andrew. Yeah, I think I've seen you chatting over at Lindy's. Oriental Trading. Oh, yeah, that is such a good place. I used to get their catalogs and now I just go online. That is such a good place for like cute little knick-knack free gifts. And yeah, Oriental Trading. You guys, that's a good resource for some things. I mean, they're not true wholesale, but they're pretty darn cheap. They're buying in bulk. They're pretty darn cheap. Let me see. I want to make sure I didn't miss something cool. She's backing up her no food box. So busy last 2 weeks with shipping. Yeah, those food boxes are I know. Okay, reseller confession. So we had some muffins from Walmart, blueberry muffins, and they came in that, plastic black on the bottom. And I was looking, and for a moment I looked at it, put it in the sink. I'm like, I'm gonna clean this. I'm gonna reuse this. And then I get all these stickers off. And then I was like, Yvonne, stop. It's okay. Lee, don't be scared. Let me see. For pickup, at least one of the packages had to be priority. Did not know that because I've never done pickup. Did not know that. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, so I don't know who watching or watching later. What do you like? Do you like Facebook? Do you like Instagram? Most of us are on Instagram too that do YouTube. Reddit. There's some good conversations going on at Reddit. Reddit. Good conversations. I'm a member of Reddit. There's a whole reselling sections for just about anything. So, of course, hey, we can do this for sure. Just hang on. Let me get to my channel. I'm going to show something. Okay, now let me think. How do I want to share. I'm going to screen share for a minute. My channel, because we're going to talk about other websites. Other YouTube channels first. Let me see if this works. That's not what I want. It's not big enough. Hang on, you guys. I'll figure this out. Share screen. There, that's what I want. Why is that? I want it bigger. I'm trying to get my YouTube channel up. I don't know why. Okay, never mind. Let's just do it like this. Sorry, I don't know why it won't get big like we had it before. If you're on your phone, I'm sorry. Okay, this is my main page. A lot of us on YouTube see these. Let me make sure I can see. Okay, there. These are hot links. Find me on Instagram. This is my Facebook, and this is the Thrifty Rich Club website. Oh, I wonder if I can get it. We're going to try that in a minute. This is my link tree. It has a lot of different things on it. Now, you're going to see some things here because, I'm logged in. It's my channel. You're going to see some things, that you might not see looking at it yourself. Like, right now we're doing this, right? Okay, so now that used to be right here was a panel that's, and you can custom label it. Mine was labeled some of my favorite resellers. They've moved it down. These are all my playlists. Where'd they put it? They moved it down here. Okay. They moved it down here. It used to be on the side. So now if you're at somebody's channel you like, and if they're kind enough to show other channels and support like I do, scroll down and you can see kind of who they recommend and who they like. So there's my girl, Lindy Glenn. These are hot links. You can click on it and go to their YouTube channel. Oh, Old School, Scavenger Life. I talked about them the other day, right? Even above Lindy, right? Antique Nomad, Crazy Lamp Lady, Tanya, my girl, Mike, the Crazy Card, Steven Stepp. Okay, there's Craigslist Hunter. Here's some new girls that are fabulous. Please go check out Fatbird Finds, Deb, Pinching Pesos, Thrift Love Sell. They haven't uploaded for a while. They're up in Canada. They're great. I've met them in person. And this is a unique girl, Jen, Thrift to Travel. She specializes in discontinued items. I follow her on Instagram religiously too. She will tell us what discontinued items that are blowing up, such as like, let's take Fire and Light Glass, right? They closed down. So like people are gobbling things up and the resale price went through the roof. She gives us tips on that kind of stuff. So awesome. I've made a lot of money by following her tips. And I do have more, but this is all the room I guess they allow in the carousel. But I think, so you can find that not everyone has playlists and not everyone adds favorite resellers or, mine's custom labeled. It could say different things, okay? I custom labeled mine. The default says something like other channels. Not everyone does playlists. I do. And let's see about. Nope, channel. This might show more. I think it might show more this way, but those are some of my personal favorites. But listen, let's go to Lindy's. There's Lindy's. Lindy has stopped doing thrifting and moved into liquidation. If you want stuff delivered to your house because you can't get out or you feel like you don't have sources or you just don't like shopping, do you want to check out Lindy? Okay. And then plus she puts in lots of like how-tos now and then. Really great channel. Oh, hey, let's just do this one while we're here. Oh, look, she's got me on it. Thank you, Lindy. Let's go to Wade. Do you like storage units? Then I suggest Wade and his family. Wade's Venture. Storage units. Fascinating. Definitely. And let me go back because I saw somebody else. And these people have been out for about 5 or 6 years. Ryan started by himself. And now he added his wife, Allie, 3 or 4 years ago, and they combined and they're now Rally Roots. And they have really done well. They have blown up. I remember when he started all by himself years ago. They have really blown up. They have a whole crew. His brother, Callie, has her own channel. That's a fun channel too. If you want to see how someone went from all by himself to adding his wife, family members, a crew, moving into a warehouse. They just moved to a warehouse, and now recently they just bought their own big spread. I think they're calling it the Rally Roots Ranch. If you want to see that process and what that looks like, if that's your goal, then Ryan and Allie, I've met them in person at eBay Open, sweet couple. Okay. So, and I think now I'm not advocating for memberships, mentorships, masterclasses. I am not advocating for paying for them at this. That's a hard call because some of these people are my friends that have these things, right? But it goes back to my stance of if you don't have that research and inquisitive and like how to figure things out and on the cheap, like, I don't know, is this going to be the right profession for you? But with that being said, that's my personality and most of my friends. With that being said, I can understand where some people might be like, I'm a numbers person. I understand that. I'm going to take a class of someone who's already put all this together for me and just, I'm going to pay for it. And, you know, that's that. I understand that too. Just make sure that whoever you choose to buy from, read reviews and make sure you make a wise choice. Some of them can be quite pricey. Some of them are affordable. Some people do private coaching calls. Lindy, for one, does private coaching calls. Let's go see Casey. There's Casey. Rockstar Flipper has a pretty good following. Facebook group, some paid groups. Does some coaching calls. But, you know, he's got a pretty decent amount of experience for a young man. He's started out on other platforms. He's been doing well. Like there he's going to talk about VEROs, see? So I definitely, you know, you want to catch some Casey every once in a while. If you have rapport with him, go join his Facebook group. See, up here are the links. You can go monitor his store too. I like people that show their stores as well. Let me see if Casey has a carousel for other sellers. Oh, he does. Well, how about that? Huh. Okay, so let's see. There was someone else that I wanted to. I don't. If I leave someone out, y'all do not take offense. Oh my gosh, please. Chris, Daily Refinement. He has his own way of doing things, but you might have rapport with the way he does it. Okay, you might have rapport with the way he does things. Definitely. Got off to a rough start, but you know, he's doing pretty well. Just got married. I think they're getting ready to have a baby. All right, let's go back to mine because let's see. Let's just pull up Scavenger Life. Please do Scavenger Life. Oh my gosh, if you do nothing else. Now, you'll see a picture, but yes, it's their podcast. So you're just going to see, here, we'll open one up. So you're just going to see that while you listen, okay? They've been out a couple of times. If you go look at if you want to see what they look like, yeah, you can go to some of their older how-to videos and see what Ryan and Jay look like. Fascinating couple. They're not on Instagram that I know of, but they have their own, let's see if it's here. Trash to Cash. Let me see if this is it. That might be their website. Yes, they choose to have a forum on website that they host. So you can join the forum. If you have trouble getting through, just email Ryan because of, you know, some spammer stopgap. Sometimes you might not get through on the first try. Okay. I am a member. I don't play there a whole lot because forums, old school forums can be a little harder to navigate. I just really don't have time, but I pop in every once in a while. But I do not miss. But I don't miss an episode. You can see all these reds where I've watched it, right? So, and let's see. I want to do Craigslist Hunter. Oh, wait a minute. Antique Nomad. If you're into antiques, if you're into selling at shows, antiques and vintage, he's not new, believe me. But he's new to YouTube. He just came over from Periscope and Twitter this year. Fantastic. I've got to go shopping with him twice in person. He recently came down. So some of you know George already. You know that, we've gone shopping together. So he drops a video, premiere style, where he is in the chat every Monday and Wednesday. So wait a minute, because I'm in here somewhere. Oh, it won't show. I'm in there somewhere where we went shopping together. He posted videos, the 2 videos, and I did too. And so if you like that style, George is your guy. Like, he goes to all the major shows, knows more about antiques than most people I know. Do you like jewelry? Do you like garage sales? Go see Tanya. Been around for a long, long time. Go see Tanya, Thrifty Treasure. She's also on Instagram. Again, here are other links, okay, to her stores and her other social media. Jewelry, garage sales. I like her little garage sale videos. They're fun. A lot of people do. Mike, he doesn't post as much as we would like, but he is a badass picker. Yes, so probably follow him on Instagram to get more out of him. Craigslist Hunter. Do you want to have eBay stores and a trading post? It's not like a pawn shop, but you can take things in and he might buy them from you right there. And then he has an eBay selling department, and he has birds and cats, right? Definitely. Here's some people that he has. Definitely garage flips. Do you want to watch Lonnie that built himself his own shed for reselling? His wife just quit her job last week and has joined him this week. His wife, Candace, just joined. Do you want to see how he operates, how they operate as a full-time selling team? He does thrifting and garage sales. Great guy. Lonnie's a great guy. And I saw someone else similar to Lonnie. See if you have rapport with this guy. Cincinnati picker. You might. Now, Steve and Steph. Tanya found them years ago. They have branched out more into dumpster diving. But if you like dumpster diving, you're going to love Steve and Stephanie. Well, you're going to love them anyways. And they do liquidation pallets, and they sell it at flea markets and other platforms. And they were just featured on the little reality series Unstream Boxing. You can see them on TV. What channel is that? I can't remember. Extreme Unboxing. Okay, you can see they were on that television show. They are in California, so they have more opportunities for the flea markets. They buy big pallets. And if you like dumpster diving, or if you like hanging out and playing games at night, you're gonna love this couple. Stephanie used to be on the Reseller Stew with us. I'm probably forgetting somebody, and there's a lot of new smaller channels. Oh, hello. Crazy Lamp Lady, Jocelyn. Hello. Do you like vintage? She's in Pennsylvania. She's in the process. They rented a storefront in her small town, her and her man Drew, and she has a crew. We can watch them as this young lady and her crew go into full-fledged business of having, it's not open yet, they're still working on it, of having like an antique marketplace mall, so to speak. And then part of it is going to be their eBay setup. She has listers, she has shippers. So if you want to do that kind of route, she's a thrifter, she's a flea market person. She has lots of flea markets and some great hookups that people bring stuff to her for her to buy. And one more thing. I forgot. There's one more. Thrift stores, did I say? Antique malls. Darn it. And she posts for us daily and some extra lives. And she starts all her stuff. She came over from Etsy and is doing eBay now. She starts everything at $4 auction to give all of her viewers a fair chance to buy. She does a 4-day auction with $4 start. So if you like vintage stuff, she leans heavy into vintage stuff. You will love Jocelyn and her crew. I know I'm forgetting some people. There are a lot of new, smaller channels. And all you have to do is, oh, the niche lady, wait a minute, I got to do Danny. Danny has come back from a hiatus. She has a Facebook group for learning. She posts videos 3-4 times a week. She has a lot of how-to. She has some older videos in here somewhere. There it is, from the Danny App Show. She has some older videos that she did. She's in Las Vegas. She's mainly a thrifter, reseller, has an antique booth. Oh, and Jocelyn has an antique booth too. And so does Tanya. And she has some good videos on glass, if you like that as well. But if you like Thrift with Me's, she does some Ship with Me's. Those of you that are afraid of shipping, her Ship with Me videos are current. When you do a search up here for, you can just, when I wanted to take a deeper dive into vintage, I went to YouTube and Instagram and Facebook, and I just started looking for people. I found Jocelyn when she was over at the Relic Recoverist, her other channel, before she started Crazy Lamp Lady. I found George when he first slid in. You just do that. And there's a whole thrifting community that doesn't even resell, like I mentioned before, that they want to, and I'm trying to encourage. But just, let's see, what should we put in? I don't know. Let's see, eBay shipping. Okay, I put in eBay shipping. I wish I could make that bigger. There you go. Oh, there's Ashley, known as Cashly, Hustle at Home Mom. I forgot about that. She doesn't post as often as she used to, but if you want just a mom that works out of her house and makes pretty good money, she hustles hard, Ashley. If you go follow any of these people, will you please drop in the comments Yvonne sent me so they know that I'm giving them pay it forwards or paybacks. So so now listen, you'll want to look at the date of these shipping videos, okay? Flipping Hippos, she's a crew with Rockstar Flipper. You'll want to look at the dates. Did you know that you can go up here to filter? I put in eBay shipping. You can filter. See, channel, playlist, video. When was it uploaded? Let's do this month. There we go. I want things that are only very current. Casey talked about something apparently. I've got a shipping video, but it's real old, so it's not going to have the updated information. There's Lindy. Oh, this girl's new. Can we look at her real quick? You might like the way she does things. I like her smooth voice. She's new, but she's growing really fast. Not new to selling, just new on YouTube. Growing really fast. She was recommended, and I finally went to check her out, and I love her. Kat, the Nurse Flipper. Really smooth voice. She does a lot of fun late night talk shows, okay? So you might like her style. And she works from home. She's got the cutest little kid, too. Oh, my gosh. So I just started finally catching up with her, and I really like her. And there are a lot of new people, so I can't really take the time, but you can just go, you can search. You might find people that I don't know and tell me, hey, check out this person. There are lots and lots of new people. I let them drop in comments anytime they want to their channel, as long as I know they're good. Oh, let's do one more. Let's do one more channel that I really enjoy. The Recycled Life. They each have their individual channels as well, and they are on Instagram. Here it is right here. And they have their own channels, and I'm sure it's in a video description. I love these girls. They drop a video every Friday. This is Laura and Selena. They have very opposing styles, but they are so fun together. Oh, there are their individual channels. And how they sell, they're thrifters for themselves. And how they sell is, let me see if I can find one. They have their own website. Let's open one up so we can get to the website. They'll do Thrift with Me's and adventures. And then, oh, darn it, they didn't do it. Well, they'll announce their own they have their own website. They'll announce like monthly sales, and they'll give us all notice, they'll kind of give us previews of what they're going to put up. Their stuff will sell out so fast. I tried to buy something from their last sale. I was waiting for it to open. 8:45, counting it down. 9 o'clock, found the item. I have autofill. Still, in the time it took autofill to fill out my credit card information, my item was sold that I wanted. That's how fast they sell out. Great gals, okay? Super fun to watch. They are, now their videos are, they have a cameraman, I believe. So, it's a little bit higher on the production value, but they're great girls, really. Okay, let me go look at chat. Is there somebody I should pull out, you guys? I mean, there are a lot of people. That, not dumb. How else would you know if you don't ask, right? Let's see. Oh, Regina has a channel about thrifting. Regina Michelle right there. So there are, I can't log into my Facebook. Sorry, let's go back to my channel. Maybe I can use that link and it will take me there. Let's try that. About this group. Oh, there it is. But it's going to make me log in. Is it going to make me log in? Yes. Darn it. And I just can't remember. Oh, that's a bummer. Sorry, I have to go through my notes, and I got to upgrade from Microsoft, and I think something bad happened. So it's not a big group. I don't really want to have to run a big group. Like I said before, it was about where to drop off information for those who like Facebook. Okay. But if you go in there, like I said, for my nephew a couple months ago, I left him his chore list that he had to go, of great titles and topics to go look at eBay to learn it before I would help him. And so it's still in there, okay, for that you could look at and bookmark for yourself. Let me see if it'll show my bookmarks now. Well, it won't. It won't show my bookmarks. Darn it. I wish it would. All right. I'm going to get out of this. I'm pretty sure I left off some good people. Will you forgive me? And there are a lot of older, people I started out with and on different forums before, Instagram and too much activity on Facebook. Like they're already kind of, doing something else, kind of gone, but they got some good back stock, but it's not real current. But I used to love Chad Golden Finger Picker. I think Global Voodoo is still around, but I just kind of showed you the people that I feel like I trust right now. So, all right, let me catch up here. How long have we been on? Almost 2 hours again. Okay. So yes, I don't know if you knew that on YouTube, you can filter down to things. Yes, Danny, my girl Danny, very experienced, super knowledgeable. Definitely. Making Christmas trees in lost track of time. It'll be archived now. It does take a while for the chat replay to process and load if you want to come back and see the chat replay as well. That takes a little time for StreamYard and YouTube to get their act together, especially on longer videos, and we're like over an hour and a half. Selena and Laura, yes. I know. Callie Picker. Oh, Callie Picker has a YouTube channel too. Yes. Definitely has some experience. Let's see. Somebody must have asked something that didn't know. Steve and Steph do a lot for charities. Yes, they do. They donate a lot of that little, because, they get in pallets of higher end, like mostly cookware and stuff. So some of that stuff they get out of dumpsters just for fun and for their channel, they donate. Like if it's clean and stuff, teacher supplies, things like that, definitely. Definitely. Let's see. Your channel is freaking out, shaking like crazy, huh? Is it? Shaking? I don't know. I'm trying to see if I missed anything that I need to. Okay, let's see. Who did Vaughn recommend to watch for current shipping? Well, Danny has the most current ones. Lindy has one. Rockstar has something that he put up about shipping, but it's probably topic specific. But I recommended going to the YouTube search, and then I showed that filter button where you can filter it by date. So or at least look at when the video was, when the video was dropped. But you can filter by date, because like I said, my shipping video is a couple years old, and some of it doesn't apply, and the prices definitely don't apply. Let's see. Agreed. Nice one. You said one cultivate to add to. I don't know what you guys talking about. I hope that's good. Thank you. Oh, maybe it was this. For the most part, yes. And community is a hard word to say, like to know exactly what, what do we mean and what all is involved. But, every once in a while there's some bad apples, but they usually get straightened out, or, usually get straightened out or realize that their approaches are maladaptive and, do a pivot. It's all good. Sometimes they have to be called out when they get too out of hand. They get too crazy. Let me see. What's Callie doing? More interviews, resellers and others. Yeah. Those are fun to watch sometimes, to watch other resellers talk about their progress. Those are fun. I watch a lot of YouTube content, you guys, in the background while I'm listing and stuff. I watch a lot. I want to learn. Maybe I missed it, but can you touch more on managed payments, like the shipping cost to pay and how you get paid? Yes. When you rewatch it, maybe you'll have to put it on fast forward to get to the parts you want. Yes, we showed where you can go get all the information on eBay about managed payments, and I'm showing you guys how to get the information, right? Because to talk about all that, I would have to be all day every week, and it's just whatever. So I'm showing new sellers how to approach eBay. Go get the information and make sure you know. Now, other things, yeah, we all trade tips and tricks, but straight up rules, you need to go to eBay. But anyways, there are pages on it. Not everyone is on eBay's managed payments yet, but almost everybody. Some people reported they just got on it. But it's pretty easy, and you will get paid into the bank account, whatever that you tell them to. And I personally chose not everyday payouts. I personally chose once a week, just to keep my bookkeeping easier, so I get mine in chunks every Tuesday. Hi, Glenn. Glenn has a channel too. Doesn't post as often as he should, but he has a channel. It's cute. If you like, he gets, this is going to sound sexist, but sorry, just to expedite a conversation. Swamp kind of does, more guy stuff. If you will allow that, I'm not trying to be sexist. I'm not. Just to expedite conversation. Let me see. Oh, yeah, there are some people I forgot. Sarah and Dave Gilman. Gil Daddy and Gil Mama came back to YouTube. I don't know how much they're posting. They're old school. They went and did some private label over on Amazon for a while. Steve Rakin is still doing stuff. Dallas Moore. Oh, Bonafide Hustler still doing stuff. Do they still have the Green Room? It's a website club you can join, the Green Room. Yeah, definitely. I'm not a member of the Green Room, but I know people that have. Let's see what Tracy says. When you switch to managed payments, don't forget to check the box at the bottom of print shipping page to take shipping cost out of managed payment instead of PayPal if needed. Yes, we talked about that. I still choose PayPal because I have it linked to my credit card that has rewards. So until eBay will allow me to link my reward credit card specifically, I'm still running it, the shipping charges through my PayPal, because I want it to go to my credit card so I get my rewards. So that's why I choose. But you can have it taken right out of your managed payments before they pay you. Yes. Let's see. Let me see what. He sells female stuff on Poshmark. Okay. Yeah. But I like you and, Lonnie. I miss when you guys were together. And Mike, the crazy card, find some really just great pickers. Don't post as often, but great pickers. So I follow, I try to catch up when I can, at least leave a like, and follow on Instagram when applicable. Yes, I mentioned Chad, Golden Finger Picker. He's not real active right now, Sharon, but he says that he's doing better health-wise. But, that family grew with the grandkids and stuff, so I think he's just relaxing and taking it easy, but they're still buying and reselling. Yes. Yeah, and he came back for a while, and I was there, and he gave me a good shout out, but then he kind of disappeared again. But I don't know. He was on YouTube for a long time. I consider him like him and Ronnie Hart and Golden and Pete, Craigslist Hunter. Like they were the main go-to for us resellers to go watch. It was so fun, super fun. Used to do it with the Google Hangouts. Ronnie Hart is my go-to for men's clothing. Love me some Ronnie. He's still active. Ronnie's still active. You guys just interviewed him, didn't you? Yeah. I've had Gretchen on my show before. That was fun. I did a show a few years ago called I Married a Reseller, and I had the women on. And we got some secrets out of Gretchen. That's back down in there. That was fun, though. That was like 2 or 3 years ago. Parrot Head Picker. Do I know him? I don't know a whole lot, but I've talked to him like in side chats. I've seen him in side chats. Let me see. Xenomorph is here. Yes, we did talk about George. We have spotlighted George, definitely. And now you know how to sell on eBay. Well, wait a minute. You're an old school seller. You said you need to get updated. So that's what we did for new sellers. So yeah, if you're wanting to get updated, you might breeze through the beginning, Morph. I don't really know where you're at. Lady Hack Mom, hello. Yeah, we're about wrapping it up. You'll have to watch it. Breeze through to the parts that you're interested in. You can fast forward. Did you guys know that? There's a setting on YouTube. You can watch things slower if you want people to sound drunk, or you can fast forward it. A lot of us, you can at least put 1.5 and still get the gist of everything. So, then pause at parts that you really want to see more of. Lady Hack Mom has a new channel. I've been checking her out when I have time. Let's see. I was going to ask you about the store deal. Wait a minute. I'm trying to get this. I am looking to start selling on eBay. Okay, well, we've been talking about all that. We took a 101 approach. Okay, Mary? There's still things to know and to learn, but we took a 101 of everything, like to get you new sellers started that are afraid, okay? Showed you where to go get your information. Do not be afraid. Showed you when we're talking about other channels to watch, Facebook groups, Instagram, how to do all that. And then maybe sometime after Christmas, maybe I'll do an eBay 102 or 201, and all of us in the chat will talk about some more things, okay? There are some advanced nuances, but we don't want to overload new people. Just a little bit of a time. So, if you want to read the chat, now that takes a couple hours for StreamYard and YouTube to process and the chat replay to show up. That takes a few hours. I also always recommend coming back to a video you enjoyed and coming back 2 days later and reading the comments. A lot of people will drop in good information in comments. And if there's any errors, I'll fix them. A lot of people will fix them. Let's see, I want to see what Morph is saying. I was going to ask you about the store deal and what the monthly sales need to make it worth it. In my opinion, about 2,000 consistent, and because at that point, it seems like the lower final value fee from 10 to 9.15, 4 to 9.15 depends on the category. I'll pull that page up again in a second here. Kind of the money that you save basically pays for your store subscription. And I'm talking at the basic store level of $21.95 a month, a little bit more if you pay monthly. Excuse me. The subscription can be monthly or yearly. Even if it's yearly, which I choose, $21.95, you will still pay it monthly. You don't have to pay the whole year up front. I keep I feel like, and plus, oh yeah, and Audra, like when you get close to your allotted free listings and find you have to start paying, 25, 30 cents per listing, that's a thing too. But I don't want to say that just alone, because so what if you're listing a bunch of stuff? I want you to also combine it with how much am I selling, right? And do I feel comfortable at this level? Am I going to keep it consistent? Although you can buy 1 month at a time. So, it's going to cost you a little more. Yeah, that's kind of how I felt, Morph. But let me see if let's pull that page back up. I can pull it back up. Hang on, give me a minute. Let's pull that page back up for Morph and he can bookmark it. eBay info topics, store. I'm trying to see around my camera, which is in the way. Hang on, you guys. It's in the way. Why get eBay? Forgot to open it in another window. Hello. Rookie mistake. Okay, open another. I opened it in this window and it went to it. Okay, eBay store overview. Open another one. Thank you. Sorry, you guys. Okay, now let's get this to where Morph can see it. Share screen and application window and this one. Share. Why that is. Okay, earlier it was bigger. I don't know, more if something's going on. Okay, so let's open an eBay store. Let me find the right page that I want you to start at. Choose a store subscription. I don't want to log in. Okay, hang on, you guys. I gotta drop this down. Don't look. Hang on, I want to open this for Morph. I gotta drop this down. You guys can't see that. I gotta log in real quick, so hang on. Hang on. Just log it in. You guys decipher these typing sounds? Okay, I'm gonna put it back on. Okay, now I'll put it back on now. Okay, we got it. I'm sorry, this is small. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. Earlier it was nice and big. Okay, but you can just log into your account if you want to, Morph, and you can just go, put up in the help, or you can scroll through the beginning of this. And hang on, I want to go to this. Choose a store subscription, because this is what I want you to analyze. You're a numbers guy. Okay, there it is. There's everything you need to know. I'm at the basic level. And if you, this will tell you the perks that you get. So I'm at the basic level. I'm a yearly subscription, so it's $21.95. I think I started out at $19.95 years ago. I get 350 fixed price listings, free insertion, no insertion, 250 auctions. I don't nearly use that. Anything after, you see, start getting charged. Hey now, that ain't right. That's different than what we just looked at. Some of the final value fees must have went up. I'm going to find a different page. I don't like that one. That's weird. Let me go find another page. Let me go find an updated one. Looking. Hang on, I'll find it. I can't see. I wonder if it's because I'm in my baby store. Yeah, because we did that last time. There it is. That's the page I want. Subscriptions and fees. Let me look up here. So it's ebay.com, seller center. Okay, just put in a search and help and contact here. Wait a minute. I got to get this to where you guys can see it. Hang on. I'm coming. I know what I did. I'm coming. I see it. There we go. Okay. When you open up another tab, StreamYard does not care. Okay. So you can just go to help and contact and put it subscriptions and fees. And I like this page better. Discounts. There you go. I like it in this format better. So see, final value fee, 4% to 9.15. It varies by category. But if not, it's 10%. So just that little minute savings, it doesn't seem like a lot, but when you get at the level that we discussed earlier for this level of store, it ends up paying for itself in my reduced final value fees, right? I end up, saving at least $20 some at my level. And so that pays for my store. And so I get some of the other perks that go with it. such as all these free listings. And my store is usually, it's never been over 500 listings, and I don't plan to at this point unless I had to go full time, which that would require warehouse, employees, all that business. So anyways, this is the level I use. Okay, so find this page, Morph, and then you can crunch the numbers yourself according to sales and things, and your projections and where you think you're headed. Okay, I'm going to drop this down. Okay, did that show up, you guys? I'm taking your number and compare with what George is selling. Yeah, because I was looking at George's store when we were talking, and I had no clue he had started putting more stuff over there. His numbers are gonna, if he continues to do that with his membership sales and stuff, his numbers are gonna get up there. So if he's got some, help, he's on the road, right? So yeah, if you guys get some consistent help, you found it. Yeah, okay. If you get some consistent help, it's probably time. Definitely. All right, let me see. I just find, I don't know, 500 just seems like that's a comfortable amount for my storage downstairs. It's a comfortable amount for me to handle. I'm a one-woman show, as far as getting the merchandise and getting it listed. And so I've got about, 300 something listed now, but I've got about 500 because I've got stockpile down in the family room because I've been having fun shopping. I haven't been listing as much, but that's going to have to change here. And I've got a big clothing, big stack of great clothing, probably about 100 pieces. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that soon. And I'm still need to do that video of showing you that new tool that I got from Kenneth IB Flipping Daily. Let me see what Audra says, because I should also add that I calculated per clothing. It might be different for hard goods and collectibles. Yeah. Let me see. I just want to see what some people are saying. Yeah, because we don't even know, things might shut down for a little bit, because they're saying, we're not going to be out of the woods, begin to be out of the woods till like spring, summer. Do I have to sign up for a business account and get a store right away? No, you do not. That hashtag deal, my baby store, does not have a store subscription, but it does have financials attached to it, of course, for my payouts and such. So again, some of you might like that tip of, I can do my banking online at my credit union. So I have this separate special savings account. That's the savings account number that PayPal, eBay, all these other places get. When they give me my money, I go online, I get that money, and I put it in, I drag it down to a real account. It's the same credit union. So it's all right there for me online. So nobody can backtrack and get that money out for some kind of glitch or mistake. So I highly, highly recommend, if you have the capability online that makes it quick and easy, that you consider that too. So it was just credit union. It was just $5 to start another savings account. So no big deal. So I don't give out my main savings account. I don't give out my main checking. Okay. And yes, I'm still using PayPal for my shipping, even though I'm on managed payment. Excuse me. I'm still using PayPal again because I have it attached to my credit card that has rewards. So I pay everything with that credit card. Stuff that I could pay cash, my groceries, everything. And I always pay it. I never have a finance charge because I pay it. But I run everything through there because you'd be surprised how those reward money adds up. Lady Hack Mom, yeah, let's see. Sandy does the same thing. Lady Hack Mom does the same thing. It's just smart, in my opinion. Audra, you can always upgrade to a bigger store. Yes, you can upgrade, you can downgrade, you can cancel. Now, if you signed for a yearly subscription and you cancel, there might be a little prorate something or other going on. Yeah. Okay, so you guys agree. Let's see. I want to see. Show starts up so who knows when he'll have that time. Yeah. He'd probably have to hire somebody to manage something like that. So yeah, you got to think about the commitment. What about Misty? Oh, Misty, thrifter, junker, treasure hunter. Yes. If you like thrifting, the more vintage stuff, and if you like trying maybe to sell live sales, Does Misty sell on eBay too? I think so. I was trying to think of who talks about eBay. I'm not trying to leave anybody out. I'm just trying to help new sellers with who I know does well on eBay, different variations. So the reward dollars is $100 a year for who? Yeah, who, right? And then what I do is I just say apply to my credit. Like I can buy credit cards, I can use it for travel miles, but it's a Visa something or other, Capital One, Visa, whatever. And then that adds up quick. I pay everything through it. So I wish I could pay the rent through it. So can you do live on eBay too? I'm sorry, Mary, can you help me with that question, please? Can you qualify that? Yes, I did Crazy Lamp Lady because she has a very unique way of using eBay. Very unique. She stopped with Etsy and switched over to eBay. Very unique way. So that's interesting. Starts everything at $4 auction. Now listen, to copy Lamp Lady's style, you have got to have social media following. Don't go in and start auctions with expensive items at $4. You new people, you or anybody, any of us, we have to, if we choose to do an auction, we need to start it at the least that we'll take. Okay. Crazy Lamp Lady is a kind of a unique situation, and there are a few other people like her that pull that off. Okay, but just know that's a unique situation. Let me see. Live sales seem to have a cap to the price per item, so she may be putting higher price items on eBay. Okay. I'm going to see this. Keep in mind, some things may sell fast, some things take a while. Yes. You can't just slap up 5 items and be like, nothing's selling. No, it doesn't work like that. Be patient. I mean, unless you put up a bunch of iPhones for $2, yeah, those are going to sell within minutes. But do you know what I mean? And it's hopefully those that I saw wanting an eBay 101 were people that have been watching all of our videos of, they've been thrifting. They're pretty savvy at what they pick. So I feel like they've got the goods and the knowledge in that area, but what's preventing them is fear of eBay. So most of the people I'm talking to here and directed mainly this video for that I saw commenting, I'm afraid of eBay. I need to start selling, but I'm afraid. I already trust their picking skills and their knowledge on, cool trends and things like that. So who else has a big social media? She's on my block name list. You can't even say her name on my channel. But I saw it could be done. Some of you old school people in here know who I don't want to say. So she doesn't deserve it. Actually, I don't even think she's on eBay anymore. She switched to Poshmark. She got kicked off of eBay. But she was very successful at using social media. A lot of the Poshmark girls, Poshmark's a hard game too. But if you choose to sell on Poshmark, which by the way, you can sell hard goods. You can sell some hard goods and vintage on Poshmark. They opened that up, last year and a half ago. I'm on Poshmark. They use their social media to drive traffic. So if you like that route, yeah, there's people that do that. Let me think who I want to. The Empty Hanger, Jenna, the Empty Hanger. Jade was ornamental stone. What's Jade's name now? Fashion without trashing. That would be one of my favorites. Audra, don't be scared of eBay. Just do it, but don't start off by selling your diamonds. Right. Right. Take baby steps. When it comes to higher end item, there are some like high end jewelry I probably wouldn't even sell through eBay. No way. But I've sold some high end pieces, and again, I do the extra insurance and I do signature required, so they cannot say that they did not get it. Okay, you guys, I better end this. We've been on for 2 hours and 10 minutes. We'll do another one sometime next week or so. I'm so booked up right now. And I'm sure you'll see some of these great people come in and we will talk more in depth. We'll just chat and talk more in depth about, some of the nuances, like promoted listings needs to be talked about. So, but we better end this because this is going to take forever to process. and you can see longer videos don't always do as well in my analytics. And what sold videos don't do as well for some reason. Although there's a handful that say, tell me what sold, nothing else. So I do those every once in a while. I do some really quick down and dirty ones every once in a while, but they're not a viewer favorite. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. So, and if you know anybody that's been, nervous, maybe share this video with them and tell them that we'll be back, and all you in the chat that we'll be back and we will help you some more. Okay. All right, you guys, better get out of here. You guys, thrift store find, current mood, candy covered donut. Yes, indeed. Bye, you guys. I appreciate you. I'll talk to you later. Where's it at? End broadcast.